and then you bring up an excellent point about waiting to see financial aid and stuff like that. These, I think, tend to be families that don't need to wait and see what the financial aid is. So there you go. We saw, in some articles that we read about this, one woman spent $2,000 on her daughter's bed party, and she even said, "This is a quote." What did her daughter got accepted to the University of Miami, and her mom even said,
University of Miami.
"University of Miami." Okay, which
I
I
love
think
that
is
as
a
people
fine
of color were just
school.
like, what?
I know,
$2,000?
I
It's a
know,
fine
I know.
school, but $2,000 on a bed party. That's
And
Oxford. That's Harvard.
I know, she literally said, this is the quote from this mom. She wrote, "This is a $90,000 college, and it's just a college acceptance. It's not a wedding. It's not a shower." She is herself disappointed in herself for spending that kind of money. Some parents are saying, well, by the way, this is a trend. I assumed that it was a trend that just started on TikTok, but I guess this is a trend that started just in the South at some point. Maybe this was I don't know if this has been happening for decades. I couldn't figure out when did this start, but
I know.
it
As a
started in
Southerner,
the
I'm
South,
wondering.
and then of
As
course
a fellow Southerner, I'm also like, stop embarrassing
right.
us.
I know, but also sort of makes sense because there's a little bit more school pride in some of the schools that were featured
Sure.
in some of these articles. And not to say that my school didn't have pride, but it was more like it was just not that kind of pride. I don't know. You know what I mean? Cornell University alum are more like a one sweatshirt type of alum. You know what I mean? I barely came out of there with a t-shirt. And so it's just not the